Hello and welcome to StSLib. So I decided to take a little bit of a break from Battle Brothers. Don't know for how long, maybe not that long at all, but for now let's play a little bit of StSLib. So if you're unfamiliar with StSLib, in short it's a roguelike deck builder with amazing replayability and a good challenge. So even if you're the best player in the world, you won't be able to win every single run. And I am very far from being the best player in the world at StSLib, but I'm also not horrible, so I will be playing on the highest difficulty level, which is Ascension 20. I actually recorded a run earlier and ended up winning, but sadly the mic audio had some issues, so I don't think I'll upload that run. It's a bit sad because the odds are definitely against me winning this run we're about to do, but it is what it is. So without further ado, let's click play and embark on a standard run on a quest to slay the Spire. I do have some quality of life mods installed. I'll put those in the video description. Stuff that lets me mark or highlight the path in the map, for example. And we'll be playing as the Ironclad. We get 4 possible starting bonuses here. Out of these options, I think we'll go with this choose a rare colorless card to obtain, because 3 random potions isn't that good, especially when we only have 2 potion slots on Ascension 20. So here you can see what the Ascension mode adds. You can pause the video if you're interested. Transforming a card is possibly powerful, but it can also be just plainly bad, so it's very high variance. We'll take a look at the map before we decide. We could also do a boss swap, so we would lose our starting relic of Burning Blood, which heals us for 6 HP at the end of combat, and get a random boss relic instead. But I usually don't do that option because that is super high variance, so you can basically almost win the run immediately if you get a good boss relic, or you can get something really annoying that will maybe not make you instantly lose, but it will be super annoying to play the run. Because the boss relics in StSLib, most of them, or at least some of them, come with downsides. So that is definitely an issue, perhaps. Let's see, so we want to be doing a lot of these elites, and also hopefully have some campfires to heal and upgrade cards at. So there's 2 elites along this path, for example, and 2 campfires. There's a store here we have to go to in that case. And there's also 2 elites here, but only 1 campfire. And one of the elites is a burning elite. That's going to be way more difficult. I think we'll head to this shop and decide what we want to do, but if we want to get as powerful as possible, we should be doing as many elites as possible as well. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. So let's see, something like this perhaps. So a hallway fight event, hallway fight shop, hallway fight campfire elite. Yeah. Okay, so this starting option, taking damage here isn't as bad with the Ironclad because of the Burning Blood relic, which will heal us. And the rare colors card can be very good, or it can be mediocre. So let's see what we get. Okay, we got lucky. We got extremely lucky, in fact. So Apotheosis at the start of the game is extremely powerful. So if we manage to upgrade this card, we might not need any more upgrades at all in the game. So Apotheosis upgrades every single card in our deck for the rest of combat. We'll definitely take that. Panache, not very good at the moment. The bomb better than Panache, but still not very good. So let's just take the Apotheosis. Easy decision there. And Apotheosis also, since we don't need to upgrade as many cards, we can use campfires for resting or avoid campfires. Because we don't need to upgrade our cards as much. So here we could do 3 strikes or just Apotheosis and strike once. I think we'll just Apotheosis. The cultist will gain strength, so you need to kill it as fast as possible, which won't be a problem for us, I don't think. Yeah, we are full blocking. And it's dead. And we got healed there. We gain a flex potion, which will help us deal with elites. Gain 5 strength for 1 turn. And we get offered Sword Boomerang, Heavy Blade or Evolve. So Evolve does have some end game or late game potential, but it's not very good at the moment. Heavy Blade is good if you have strength. We kind of have strength with the flex potion, but that's only for 1 turn. So let's take a Sword Boomerang here. It's not the best damage card you can get by any means, but it's acceptable on floor 1. Okay, here we are taking damage from the Jawworm. But this should be doable without losing a lot of health, hopefully. Yeah. Thankfully we drew 3 strikes there, so Evolve is back immediately, and the same still applies. There's also a Burning Pact here. This is also a very good mid to late game, maybe even early mid game card to take. But I don't think it's good just yet. Let's just take Pommel Strike, so we ensure that we can actually kill this elite here. And also Pommel Strike is actually a very good damage card, in that the upgraded version will also draw 2 cards. Okay, next fight. Take a little bit of damage here, but can't be helped really. Okay, so as you can see, Pommel is upgraded and draws 2. We don't want to do a Sword Boomerang because the targeting is random, so let's just strike this Spike Slime to death and full block. Right, and the rest of this fight should be very easy. Like so. Gain another potion, Essence of Steel, gain 4 plated armor. That's okay, it's not very powerful. And here I think it's Iron Wave or Burning Pact. So Burning Pact, we said no to the first one, but the second one is actually more takeable. I think it has a lot of end game potential, and it also will help against the Act boss, the Guardian. So let's take the Burning Pact there, and we have to go through the store in order to get to this path, so let's do it. Okay, can't afford a Relic. We can afford a Battle Trance, which will draw 3 cards. I think we'll do Battle Trance plus card remove. So you want to get rid of this starting cards in your deck, because the cards you can add are just so much more powerful. That's usually the case, at least. And Battle Trance is the best option out of these things we can afford here, I think. True Grit is also quite good, especially since it will get upgraded by Apotheosis. But I think we'll get Battle Trance and just remove a strike here. So now our deck is looking a lot better than what we started out with. That is, at this point already, that doesn't always happen. Of course, Your deck will always be better at this point, but it won't be as good as it is currently. So we are doing quite well at the moment. And with the help of this flex potion, we should be able to get through this elite relatively safely. And here we will most likely upgrade Apotheosis. But let's see how this fight goes. Okay, I might use this Essence of Steel here just to save some health. I think we will. Let's see what Sword Boomerang hits. Acceptable. Okay, so we'll be taking some damage here, but we're still doing relatively fine on that front. Sadly, this strike doesn't have enough damage to outright kill this louse. We're 1 damage short. So we might just full block here and not even play the Apotheosis. I think we will. Maybe I should have played the strike since we do have 2 plated armor left there. We'll see how badly that will affect us. Okay, it doesn't seem to be an issue. Just kill this one. So we haven't played Apotheosis this fight. 6 plus 6 should be enough. So this will deal more damage thanks to the vulnerable applied by Bash. Yeah. And we gain a Reaper or a Disarm. Both are very good here. I think Reaper is way better. So Reaper will allow us to heal a lot more. And it scales if we manage to gain some strength. And we do currently have a flex potion. Disarm will be very good, or would be very good, against this Act Boss specifically, since it would lower their strength, and the Act Boss does have a multi-attack. So ideally we'd want both, but we have to choose one, so we'll take the Reaper. And now we will upgrade Apotheosis. And let's see how this first elite fight goes. Okay. This is a good one for us, especially since we draw Apotheosis in our starting hand. So I don't foresee basically any issues. We might take a little bit of damage here, maybe. But since every single card is upgraded, it's not an issue at all. So let's start with bashing. Do we want to use the potion though? We will likely get a new potion somewhere here for this next elite. We might even, actually, now that we do have the Apotheosis, we might opt out for this path instead. But we'll decide when the time comes. So using the flex potion here would help us quite a bit in this fight. We do need to deal a lot of damage to kill the Lagavulin here. I think we can save it probably. So we might even save it for the Guardian or even the next act, perhaps. Let's see. Do we want to do that? We can always opt out to use it later as well. Let's just go ahead and attack now, I think. Four by 4, 15. So this sword boomerang does a little bit more damage than the pommel strike plus. Would have dealt a lot more with the flex potion, but okay. I think we'll block instead of bashing here, though bashing would be nice to keep the vulnerable up. And if this goes badly, we might end up using the flex potion anyway. We'll see. Okay, I think we need to use it. Probably should have used it before I pommel striked, perhaps. Because the Lagavulin is going to debuff us as well. So let's go ahead and use it. Okay. So now it should be... Can we use a Reaper here? I don't think we can. Can we? 7 plus 3 is not enough. 8 plus, I think 4. That's enough. 8 plus 4 is 12. Oh dear, I forgot that both of those cards cost 2. So yeah, as you can see, I'm really far away from being the best player at this game. Anyway, we can kill it. So a little bit of a brain fart there, but it's fine. And we gain a really nice relic in the fossilized helix, which will prevent the first time we would lose HP each combat. That will help us a lot. This is one of the most, I don't know if powerful is the right word to use, but one of the best relics you can get, really, especially early on. And here we can choose between Power Through and Anger. Wild Strike is pretty bad if you don't have an evolve. We were offered 2 evolves and we skipped both of them. So in hindsight that would have been nice to have, but oh well. Power Through is almost the same deal. It will add 2 wounds to our hand, but there are ways to deal with those wounds. It's better to have... Also, this is a better card than the Wild Strike. The Anger is a good damage card, but the issue with that is that it's not very good against the Guardian specifically. So I think we'll take the Power Through and hopefully find an evolve or some way to deal with those wounds. So it will add 2 wounds to our hand every time we play it, but it will block for a lot. Okay, we get a good event. We can remove, transform or upgrade. We don't need to upgrade since we have the Apotheosis. So we could remove or transform. I'm thinking about transforming here, so let's transform a strike, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully get something very nice. And we get a flex. Flex is okay. Especially since it will be upgraded and we have card draw available to us. So it will give us strength for 1 turn. That will also help with the Reaper. So not the best card we could have gotten by any means, but still okay. And we are offered healing in the form of this meal ticket relic here. Won't benefit us on this act or in this act, but might as well pick it up. It will heal us in the later acts. I think we are getting there since our deck, we are doing quite well with the Apotheosis and the Reaper and the stuff we have going on. Okay, and we can choose between a fight and an event. I think we'll take a fight. Okay, so the acid slime here is attacking us for 12, but we don't care since we have the fossilized helix to block all of that. So we want to draw into Apotheosis. So might as well just use a Burning Pact here. And then the Battle Trance. Don't get there. We could even block this with Power Through instead of just letting it hit us, but I don't think we want the wounds, so let's just hit it twice with these strikes. Take the damage, and it is attacking us, so that's a bit of a shame. We might want to use a potion actually here. So we have the duplication potion, which will play the next card twice. So if we use a bash and pommel twice, so if this acid slime is reduced to half health or less it will split, and this attack will not be hitting us. Or we could bash twice. Pommel does more damage though. So does sword boomerang twice. The problem with pommeling twice here is that we will draw Apotheosis and not be able to play it. So this will deal 8 plus... is it 13? Yeah, it's 13. 13 twice. 8 plus 26 is 34. It's a bit of a shame to use this potion here. It might save us in one of these elite fights or even at the boss fight, but I don't think we want to take more damage here. So in hindsight, maybe we should have used the power through and conserved the buffer charge from Fossilized Helix. Yeah. So let's just do that. So this will do... Yeah, this will do more. Okay, let's play Sword Boomerang twice. So now it's going to split. And... Ouch. So both of them are attacking. We do have power through and Apotheosis, so we can full block that, but sadly we cannot play Reaper along with those. If we skip Apotheosis, we can play power through and Reaper. Is there a point, or is that a good idea rather? I think we just skip the Reaper. Let's do that. So Reaper is a very nice card, but we haven't been able to play it yet, which is a shame. We might be able to play it against this one Acid Slime, but we'll see. Okay, so now we could kill it, or we could wait for a Reaper. I think we wait for the Reaper. Hopefully get some health back. And it's still attacking us. But we can Reaper next turn. Let's see if that pays off. It seems to have paid off, so we gain 5 health there. Okay. And we are offered 2 good cards and 1 kind of mediocre card, so Uppercut is very good, especially when we get to upgrade it with Apotheosis. Feel No Pain is also very good, but it's going to be much better later on instead of now. So both of those are takeable. And they will both help against the Guardian. I think the Uppercut will help more at the moment. Though Feel No Pain might be very nice if we meet the 3 Sentries elite here. I think we're going this blue path. So Feel No Pain has more endgame value than the Uppercut, but Uppercut won't be bad in the endgame either. I think we'll take the Uppercut. Okay. We meet a Slaver. And again, we can either block here or let the Fossilized Helix handle the blocking. Let's just block, conserve the buffer. And okay, so now we'll let the Fossilized Helix do it. So this is 10 and this is 12. Okay. So quite easy here. We don't take any damage. Don't get to use Reaper unless we wait. We can wait. So let's just wait. Except we can't wait here unless we use power through again. Guess we can do that. And we don't want to use Burn Impact here because it will also draw the Reaper and we won't have energy to play it. Okay, so 6 plus 3 is 9. So we waited for 3 hit points, which is a bit silly, but every little bit helps. We gain an attack potion. That's a decently good potion. And we are offered once again 2 quite good cards and 1 at this point mediocre card. So Carnage, normally a very good card for damage, but here we already have the Uppercut, which costs 2 energy. So we won't be taking the Carnage. Inflame will help a lot with damage, adds strength. Flame Barrier is going to be, or would be, very nice as well. Would allow us to block and deal damage back. And both of these will be very nice for the Guardian, but I think the Inflame has more value because it will scale the Reaper as well as all of our damage. So let's just take the Inflame. And we'll go with this blue path. Let's see what happens. Okay, so buffer is immediately going to be consumed by this attack. We cannot block it. So might as well not block at all. I think we want to kill the looter first, since it will steal our money. And it will escape. So the faster we kill it, the better. We also weakened it, so it will do less damage. Okay. So situations like this is why getting even that 3 health in the previous fight will matter in the long term, since we cannot really avoid taking damage here. Just block. So maybe the flex plus pommel strike would have been good, I don't know. Okay, neither of them is attacking anymore, that's good. But I think instead of the Reaper we will go for pure damage on the looter, since it's going to leave next turn. So let's do this. Ensure that we are able to kill it before he or she escapes with 40 of our hard-earned gold. Can we use the Reaper here? Well, we can, but is it worthwhile? Maybe. Probably not, though. Okay, so let's defend, full block that, and strike the looter dead. Goodbye. And then we just deal damage to the acid slime. We want to wait for a Reaper. I think we do. This deals a little bit too much damage, I think. I don't know. Let's just do it. Okay, so missed a little bit of... So slight mistake there, I guess, in dealing that damage last turn, but whatever. Heal slightly less. Oh well. Okay, we are offered Anger once again. It is a good card, but like I said earlier, it's not very good against the Guardian. Intimidate is... No, I don't think we want an Intimidate, because we already have an Uppercut for weak applying, or applying weakness. I don't think we want to Cleave either. It's not bad, but we can do a lot better. So let's just skip here. And we, for this fight specifically, maybe we would have liked to have that Cleave. Okay, so let's use the power through 15. Okay, so we're full blocking already. Let's try to get to the Apotheosis. We don't, but we get an Inflame. So the 4 Gremlin fight is pretty nasty, usually. You'll see how nasty this is. Can't avoid taking damage. Do we want to use the attack potion here? We're taking 25. Let's wait. So we want to kill this sneaky gremlin and this fat gremlin kind of fast, if at all possible. Good Reaper here. Let's do it. I think. So we will kill this one and we'll heal 12 in the process. Yeah. Okay. So taking damage here, but that was bound to happen at some point. And now we should be fine. One more gremlin left. Okay. And we are offered Perfected Strike, Rupture or Havoc. I think we'll skip all of them. They don't really help us at the moment, I don't think. I guess we could consider Havoc, but... I don't think we want it at this point. Just go to the Elite. Okay, we are fighting the 3 sentries. Guess we use the Reaper immediately. And full block. And full block again, but lose the buffer. So these guys add dazes to our deck, which will be kind of annoying to deal with, but we'll get through this thanks to our huge hit point pool. Well, not really huge, but almost full hit points. 9... No, let's just uppercut this one and block once, I think. Maybe we should have striked it as well. Or struck it as well. So having that evolve would help a lot in this fight specifically, but I think we still made the right call in not taking either of them when we skipped. Okay, one down. Let's attack this one, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's block. Kind of annoying draw there. Okay, 2 down. 24 plus 12 is enough to kill, right? Yes. Okay, so not too bad. Gain a Dreamcatcher, which is actually quite good since we have the Apotheosis, so whenever we rest we may add a card into our deck. Also gain a Block Potion. And also gain a True Grit. That is very nice for us, since it will get upgraded by Apotheosis. Will help us deal with these wounds added by the Power Through, for example. And we could rest here, thanks to the Dreamcatcher and the Apotheosis. I think we will. And we can get either a Battle Trance, Burning Pact, or a Heavy Blade here. All of those are actually takeable. The thing that is going to probably prevent me from wanting to take the Heavy Blade is that we already have an Uppercut as well, so it's kind of unwieldy to have too many attacks or cards that cost energy, that cost 2 or more energy. Currently we don't have any added energy from any source, but it would be okay since we have the Inflame for added strength. Another Battle Trance is okay, and another Burning Pact is okay. Which one do we want to take though? Just take the Burning Pact. That has more late game potential, I think, since Ironclad has some powers that interact with exhausting stuff. And it doesn't have a downside like the Battle Trance, which will... or it says that you cannot draw additional cards this turn, so yeah, that's the issue. And we get Apotheosis turn 1, that is excellent. So should be an easy fight against Mr. or Mrs. Guardian here. Might you lose the buffer here to this attack, but that's fine. Let's see if we can deal enough damage to prevent that. We can, just barely, so let's do it. Bit awkward here. So if we want to full block, I guess we could get rid of one Burning Pact actually. We don't need 2 for this fight. So I don't want to play the Power Through because I don't want the wounds in my deck. With that in mind, actually, we could get rid of the Power Through. Now, let's get rid of one Burning Pact. Not sure if that's the correct decision, but I've made it. Would be nice to use Uppercut here, but would require Power Through in order to preserve our health. So let's just use the Power Through here and also True Grit that and Pummel Strike there. So now we have one wound in our deck, but oh well. Okay, let's just take damage here. It's fine. Since we do have almost full health and we also have the meal ticket for next act. And we also get to rest a lot because of the Apotheosis and Dreamcatcher. And we do need to deal damage to this thing to actually kill it. Okay, let's get rid of a strike there. So if we did have that evolve, we could just play this power through indiscriminately, basically. We'll still play it. So the wounds will be annoying to deal with, but... oh well. Okay. Maybe I should have pummeled first. Doesn't really matter, it seems. And it's dead. Okay, easy act. Because we got extremely lucky with the Apotheosis at the beginning. And this Distilled Chaos potion is probably better than one of these potions. Let's get rid of the attack potion, I think. I don't know. The block potion could preserve the fossilized helix buffer. So that's my line of thinking there. But I could see either of these being worse than the Distilled Chaos. Nah, let's lose the block potion, I guess. It doesn't really matter in the end anyway. And here we are offered 3 pickable choices. All of them are good, but I think feed here is the best one. So whenever we manage to land a killing blow or kill with the feed card, we will raise our max health. If we manage to do that more than, well, let's say if we manage to do it plenty of times, then the end game will get increasingly easier, since a high health pool will help a lot with that. Fiendfire deals very nice damage, but it's not as good as the feed here, I don't think. So let's just take the feed. Having a feed is a bit annoying, of course, because you do need to think more about what you're doing in the fights, since you can't really kill as indiscriminately or as fast as you'd perhaps do otherwise. But still, the bonuses of the feed will more than make up for that headache that will come. So here we're offered not very good boss relics. So Sacred Bark will double the effectiveness of potions, that's okay, but it's by no means one of the better boss relics available, though in comparison to the Tiny House it's probably better. So the Tiny House will grant us 1 potion, 50 gold, max HP, 1 card reward, and it will also upgrade 1 random card. That's okay, but it's really on the weaker side. And then there's the Calling Bell, which will grant us 3 relics upon pickups and 1 curse. I think we'll go with that. I think it's the best option out of these 3, so it's really kind of a no-brainer in that regard. But yeah, all of these boss relics offered to us here are kind of mediocre or even slightly bad, especially in the situation we are in. But the Calling Bell has a lot of potential for some power for us, because yeah, the 3 relics are random, so we can end up with something mediocre or we can end up with something really good. So let's see what we get. Curse of the Bell. And okay, so this is kinda bad. This is, I think, well, actually Shovel isn't as bad as it usually is, because we have the Apotheosis. Omamori doesn't do anything just yet. It can help us, but we might finish the run if we're able to finish it without this, without the Omamori helping us at all, if we get unlucky. The Courier, I guess it's okay. It's more okay if we also get the membership card, for example, but it's definitely not doing anything for us at the moment. So the beginning of Act 2 will be quite difficult, perhaps. We do have the Apotheosis and Fossilized Helix to help us though. And the shovel will allow us to dig for relics at rest sites. So now we can either get a card reward and HP at rest sites, or we can dig for a relic. But yeah, we could have definitely gotten better relics there. So we are doing okay, but we could definitely be doing a lot better. Okay, so we could do something like this path. And maybe here for 2 campfires and 1 elite, or here for 2 elites. Let's see about this side. There's a relatively safe path here. So campfire, elite, campfire, campfire, elite. Something like that. And we can make the decision after we defeat this this first combat here. So we would have liked maybe an energy relic or the runic pyramid from that boss relic reward, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's start here and see how this goes. Okay, this shelled parasite is a really annoying enemy. Thankfully we do have the buffer charge to prevent this huge 21 damage hit. Can't full block here. Can't really deal damage either, unless we skip the feed. We might use this distilled chaos here. I don't know. We might be able to preserve the buffer, perhaps. Let's see what happens. Okay, we do get the Apotheosis. 9 plus 8 is not enough to full block here. So really annoying first turn of this combat. And if we use the Reaper or the feed, it's kind of wasted a little bit. I guess we use the Reaper. Gain 2 health and deal a little bit of damage. That. Do we want these wounds? Probably not. So let's just take a little bit of damage here. We will heal, thanks to the burning blood anyway. Take some more damage. So we want to get the feed down. So we don't want to play it yet, but we do want to play it. Take some more damage. $60 damage here, that's good. Okay, so now we just need to land the feed. Just need to draw it first as well. This deals 13, we cannot use that. Draw, okay, so we got the feed. 6 plus 7 is 13. Okay, max HP plus 4. We are down 8 hit points, but that's okay. Sentinel is good. That will grant us energy, and we do have 2 Burning Pacts and a True Grit. So I think that's the pick here over these 2. And which path do we want? Quite likely this blue path, since we do kind of want to do hallway fights because of the feed specifically. This is more elites though, but are we able to deal with elites with this deck? We would like to have a store. So let's see. If we go to the store, we have to skip 2 campfires. That's kind of bad. We could also just do... Let's see. This path here. Skip these events. So that will grant us hallway fights and a store. And the option for more elites. Yeah, let's go here for now and decide here what we do. Okay. 2 thieves or a looter and a mugger. Kind of an annoying fight. This true grit is not upgraded, so we cannot specifically target this sentinel. We could also sentinel true grit and have a full block for this turn. Let's just do that. Thanks to the buffer. Oh man. So this isn't going very well. Might lose some gold here. Okay, we probably need to leave. Let this guy go. He's going to, or he or she is going to block for quite a bit, and I don't think we'll be able to kill it unless we use the attack potion now. And if we use 2 strikes, we cannot also defend. So this is quite annoying. So we need to decide if we are just going to target this one instead. I think we kind of have to, sadly. Let's just take some damage here, I think. So yeah, it blocked for 17. And to ensure the feed, I think we should use the attack potion now. Oh, I hate doing math. So Hemokinesis will grant us the kill there. But Twin Strike will not cost us HP like the Hemokinesis does. Let's just avoid the math. Okay, so we got the feed, took a little bit of damage and lost 40 gold. But it is what it is. And we are offered Seeing Red or Limit Break. I think we can just skip the Heavy Blade. Both of those are okay. So Limit Break is kind of awkward to play sometimes, but we do have an Inflame and a Flex. And it is a way to possibly beat this Act boss, the Collector here. Seeing Red would be more helpful in the short term, maybe. But we would like to have even more card draw, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know. think we'll take the limit break since we also have a Reaper, so that will benefit from the strength scaling a lot. And another tough fight. So Act 2 is really tough. So we can gain a little bit of strength by doing flex plus limit break. You could also use the Essence of Steel to block a little bit. I think we will. So take 8 here. You would like to have that evolve by now, but we don't. The snake plant is one of the most annoying enemies in the game. Can't kill it here, so we have to take a lot of damage. Oh well. Still cannot kill it. Might be playing this badly. Need to get out of this fight. Okay, now it's in feed range at least. I guess we wait for one more turn in order to get that feed. So take 3. Okay. So we might need to rest. Okay. Out of these options, we could take another True Grit, or we could take a Pummel. Pummel scales very nicely with strength. Let's take the Pummel, I think. And can we go here or not? We don't have any potions, but we can buy potions for the elite from this shop. I think we want the shop, so let's go through this and hopefully not suffer too much. Okay, nice little heal there. But this fight is going to be difficult. Need to kill these bird cultists as fast as possible, basically. Might need to use the feed here, even though it doesn't kill. So we are in trouble. We might die here or here. Not sure if it's because I've played badly or if we are getting unlucky or both. So blocking here does nothing because this buffer will get eaten anyway. So we are taking 22 damage here. I think we need to skip the feed, sadly. Really sad. Okay, so take 22. We are at approximately half health now. And what do we do here? We want to kill this one, but this is kind of wasted if we do that. Yeah. We might just die to these guys. Might have been too ambitious to take this path. But the good news is that the best part of StSLib is Act 1 and starting a new run, in my opinion. So if we die here, it's not that big of a deal, really. Okay, so this is a waste, kind of, to use this huge damage on this one, but we can't kill the others, and we do want to block. So we do that. In hindsight, should have probably targeted the feed at this one, for example, instead. Yeah, I think we are dead. Okay. Okay. So maybe I could have done something differently in this fight specifically as well. Yeah, we seem to be dead. Okay. So we had a strong start, but then we took this calling bell and it kind of low rolled. Didn't provide us any boost at all by now. So I think that was the deciding factor. I also probably played badly there. But this is why StSLib is a difficult game. Even for a semi-experienced player for myself, there is no guarantee that the run will go well. So I probably made a lot of mistakes during this run, but hopefully I've learned something from those mistakes as well. Okay, so ultimately kind of a failure to die early in Act 2, but Act 2 is very difficult. And probably did like take a too of an ambitious path here as well. Maybe I should have gone here. Guarantee we get to use some of this gold we had with the courier, which would have helped with that as well in the store. Would have prepared us for this elite. Yeah, I think that was probably the mistake I took. Or I could have gone from here, had one event floor instead of 4 hallway fights in a row. That would have helped as well. So I overestimated how this deck would perform. Even with this, even with the Apotheosis and the Fossilized Helix. So I think I just played a bit poorly. Made a strategic error. Okay. So that was the first run. Sadly, it was a loss, but oh well, it is what it is. I will take a little bit of a break here, and when we come back, I will play a run with the Silent. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.